Today in our study, we look at Jacob's final words to his son Gad. And I want to start out by looking at a map, if you want to bring the map up for me. And here's a map of the land of Israel and how it was divided up among the 12 tribes. And you can see Gad there, the brown, and where it's located. That's the land, the territory that was allotted to Gad. So we're going to look at Gad. Again, I want to read verse 19 for you. Gad, a troop, shall tramp upon him, but he shall triumph at last. Again, this is prophetic. Now, this verse is a play on words with the name Gad. The name Gad means a troop in Hebrew, and 4 of the 6 Hebrew words in this verse are a form of the word Gad. And so it's a play on words here. Gad, it says, will be tramped upon, or your translation might say raided. They will be raided by enemy armies. That's the first part of this prophecy about the future of the tribe of Gad. Gad will suffer from frequent attacks from hostile enemies. Now, how was this prophecy fulfilled? Or maybe a more important question to ask is why? Why did Gad experience frequent attacks from hostile enemies? Well, let's look at the map again and look at where Gad is located. Gad's geographic location was the main reason for their frequent attacks. If you notice here where Gad is located, Gad, along with, you see East Manasseh and you see Reuben as well, they're all on the eastern side of the Jordan River. The Jordan River goes from the Sea of Galilee down to the Dead Sea. And all these 3 tribes are on the eastern side of the Jordan River, outside of the Promised Land. Now, why was their territory allotted on the east side of the Jordan River? Well, to answer that question, we need to go to Numbers chapter 32. So turn to Numbers 32 for me. Numbers 32. And here in Numbers 32, it says in verse 1, "Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of livestock," that would be sheep. And notice what it says, "And when they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, that indeed the region was a place for livestock." So here we're told they're in the land of Jazer, the land of Gilead. That's that land that's located east of the Jordan River. And we're told that the tribe of Gad had a great multitude of livestock, and the land east of the Jordan River was a place for livestock. It was perfect for raising livestock. And I want you to note in verse 1 that it says, "when they saw the land." When they saw the land. And let me ask you a question. Was Gad walking by faith, or were they walking by sight? They're walking by sight. They saw the land. It looked good to them. It looked like a great place to raise livestock. It looked like a place where they would like to live and where they would prosper. Now, this is what John in the New Testament calls the lust of the eyes. The lust of the eyes. In 1 John chapter 2, verse 16, John says, "For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life comes not from the Father, but from the world." Simply put, the lust of the eyes is the sinful desire for things that we see, that are visually appealing to us, that it doesn't come from the Father. It comes from the world. And I want you to note here with Gad, and where we're going with this with Gad, is this is how the world makes decisions. This is how the world makes decisions. This is the world's way. And the world's way of making decisions is not God's way of making decisions. In Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6, say, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. In all your ways acknowledge the Lord through prayer, through searching the Scripture for guidance. And as you do that, the Lord will direct your path when you're making a decision. What should I do? Where should we go? Should I take this job? Should I move here? Should I go to school there? As you acknowledge the Lord in all your ways, through prayer, through the Word, through seeking him, the Lord will direct your path. The world's way of making decisions is, well, does this appeal to me? Does this appeal to my flesh? Does this appeal to my desires? Do I like it? Do I want it? Well, does it look good to me? Does it appeal to my pride or my ego? The land of Gilead on the east side of the Jordan, it just looked good to Gad. It just looked good to them. And so verse 2, Numbers 32, verse 2, the children of Gad and the children of Reuben, they came and spoke to Moses and to Eleazar the priest and to the leaders of the congregation, saying, in verse 3, it lists some of the places there in that area. And look at verse 4. The country which the Lord defeated before the congregation of Israel is a land for livestock, and your servants have livestock. Therefore they said, if we have found favor in your sight, let this land be given to your servants as a possession. Do not take us over the Jordan River. Gad and Reuben asked to settle east of the Jordan. They go to Moses and they say, hey, this land here that we've conquered, Gilead, man, this is the perfect for livestock. And we've got livestock. We've got lots of livestock. We want to live here. Please don't take us over the Jordan River into the promised land. They're walking by sight. They're making decisions in the flesh, the lust of the eyes. Don't take us over the Jordan River. We'd rather just stay here. And as you read through chapter 32, Moses agreed to their request.